Hi everyone, welcome to our another session of DSA. Today we are going to discuss about pattern-based problems. Already we have discussed in our last session also. I have told you a lot of thumb rules. Okay, this is the session actually. I'll be continuing on the same part. Okay, I have told you what are the different thumb rules, what are the exact steps that you need to follow so that you don't get entangled into multiple for loops. So we have seen a lot of important problems, important discussion happened, and now we will see today two more important problems related to pattern based. Then we'll move on to how to use break and continue while loop. Okay. So a couple of these things we will see. And with this, I'll complete our this particular part or this particular area. And then in next session, I'll bring in time complexity and we'll see a lot of good examples around time complexity, how to work it out. Okay, so let's start our session today. So the first problem, now it will be a little bit, already our last problem was a little bit tricky. Please watch through the previous sessions. From first session, I have discussed what is the syllabus, how to do it, what is DSA, what is so much important about DSA, what these guys are asking, and we'll keep on continuing. Okay, so now we'll start with our today's problem. So first problem here today is like this. Suppose we have this pattern. Okay, let me draw the particular pattern and I think let me do code in 5, right? Yeah, code of 5. And then let me, okay, star, star, star. Let me come to star and then come back. Okay. So now this is the pattern. Now, the first thing that's stuck in your mind is I will go reverse, I will do back and forth, X, Y, Z, B, Y, Z. Okay, hundred of things will come to your mind. Again, I will tell you exactly the same steps that we have followed till now. Okay, exactly the same step that we have followed till now. We will do that. Number of times the outer loop runs equal to number of rows in the pattern. Number of times the inner loop runs is equal to number of columns in the pattern. Fit within the loops and formulate the inner loop in terms of outer loop and express as f of I and n. This is the most important thumb rule. Again and again, I will reiterate. You can try the same problem using your approach and you will try the same problem using my approach. Okay, now how to solve this? Okay, important thing is how are we gonna solve this particular problem? Now, in this case, okay, in this case, your outer loop, that is your for loop, or that is your I, how much time it is going to run? Since I start always with I equal to 0, here n is equal to 5, imagine n equal to 5. Now, definitely it is not exactly 5 rows, it is 9 rows or 10 rows, you can say. Now, if you want to go for outer loop, simple explanation is if it is 5, totally will be, it is double 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That is, it will be 9 if you go from 0 and 1. Okay. So that is how it will continue for you. So outer loop will be very, very easy to get it. It's nothing much of a big headache. We will just go to n minus 1. Okay. That will be your outer loop. 2 into n minus 1. So suppose it is 10. So total loop will run is 9. Okay. We'll start from 0 and run till that particular point of time. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. That is how it will go for us. Fine. Outer loop is very, very easy. And this is how I will operate for you. Let me do it clearly. This is how I will operate. So this is what we have followed. Number of times outer loop runs equal to number of rows in the pattern. This is what will we do for this particular part. Now, here in this part, you have two small problems. First is, first it is increasing, then it is decreasing. So you have to take care of both the things. But we'll not do any kind of reverse and all. We'll do the same thing what we have done, of what we have followed. So let us find some of the pattern, that is, I can formulate J because column is not fixed. Definitely you can see that first time it is one column, then two column, then three column, then four column, then five column. Again, it comes to four column, three column, two column, one column. Okay. So let us do what we have been doing best till now. Suppose in this case, I is equal to 0. I always take I equal to 0. You can go with I equal to 1 also. So if I equal to 0, then what is my J? My J is 1. That is, I have one column available here. Fine. There's no much hanky panky here. Now I is equal to 1. My row always I take as 0. So next row is 1. That is good. So in this, how many columns I have? One column and two columns. So total I have two columns here. So I'm giving here 2. Follow the pattern and you are good to go for everything. I equal to 2. Okay. So I equal to 2 means what I'm going to do? Column is how much? 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. So simple 1, 2, and 3. Again, in this case, I is equal to, then I can put 3. So column is how much? 4. Now it's very easy. It's a cakewalk. I'm not doing anything right now. Just seeing, observing it. I equal to, I can say 4 and number of columns is 5. Let's write it down clearly. So here I can say I is equal to, now I equal to 5. Okay, fine. I is equal to 5 and let me take column is 4. Again, I is equal to, I is equal to 6 and you have how much? 5 means 4. It is increasing, right? So now it is 3 columns. So now again, I equal to 7 and you have number of columns as 2. Finally, I is equal to, that is 8 and total column is, why I have got I equal to 8? Total number of rows 8 is, total number of rows is actually 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But since I start from 0, I am getting 8. If you start from 1, you will get it 9. That's the simple concept that we have. Okay. Now we have to form some pattern. What pattern you can follow? What pattern you can follow? There's a big pattern coming here. Okay. What pattern we can follow right now? There's important things to understand. So here, now we have, actually we have to go with, suppose I can say last row is 1. That is in last row, number of columns is 1. Second last row, number of columns is 2. And third last row, it is 3. Okay. This is how it is going. Okay. That is how it is going. Now, two important things that we have to understand. Okay. So if I put here this part, let's come to this part. Okay. Till I equal to 0, 1, I is 1, 2, 2 is 3, 3 is 4, 4 is 5. Once I come to 5, it starts decreasing. Okay. It starts decreasing. So I have to form some kind of formulate some kind of what to say, inner loop in terms of outer loop. So here in the first part, it will be a little bit different. And I can see this, it is very easy. Why it is very easy? If I equal to 0, column is 1. I equal to 1, column is 2. I equal to 2, column is 3. I 3, column 4, and I 4, column 5. So can I say that? Can I say that till or if I is less than n, can I say that number of column is I plus 1? If 0, 1, 1, 2, 2 is 3, 3 is 4, 4 is 5. Easy. If I is less than n is what? 5. So I is like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Till I is 4, I have no problem at all. Do a try run and you will understand it also. Now, from here, there is a different issue. Okay. I cannot have the same thing which I have done here. Because now here, I is equal to 5, column is 4. People will say, Abhijit, I can put I minus 1. Then what about this? I equal to 6, column has become 3, right? I equal to 7, column has become 2, right? I is equal to 8, column has become 1, right? So it is not possible for me to continue with the same one. So now the second condition will come for me is if I is greater than equal to n. For this part, I have to form another, that is whatever the things that we have formed, that is column in the form of I and j. So what can I form here? Can you find anything? Can I put here 8 minus 5? No. No, and with I, it's not doing me anything. Okay. So something we have to follow. So the easiest way to follow is, and you should be good at understanding this or doing it, because mathematics is very important in DSA. Right? So here I can put this 2 of n. Let me go with 2 of n. So it will be 10. Okay, it will be 10. Fine. If 2 of n, that is 10. Fine. So let me put here 2 of n is 10. Can I put minus 1, or let me put minus I first? If I put minus I, what I will get? I in this case is 8. Okay, if 10 minus 8, I am going to get. So I need one more minus, that is 1. And if I do that, I am getting as 1. We can do it here also. 2 into n, that is equal to 10. Yes, we have seen that is fixed. We don't need to do anything. 10 minus 7. What are we getting? We are getting we are getting 3. Are we getting that? Are we getting that? Are we getting that? Correct? Now, if I put 1, I will get 2. I hope everybody is able to get it. You are getting 2, you are getting 2. Again, you can put here 2 into n, again it is common, that is fixed. Again, minus I, 6. You will get 4. 4 minus 1, you will get 3, and you are getting the correct column. Similarly, you can do it here. So, can I easily formulate it? You will get 2n minus 1 minus, and your problem is solved. Trust me, guys, if you try to solve the same problem with for loop, backward loop, inner loop, that loop, XYZ loop, you will be entangled. You will be completely entangled. The easiest way to solve is whatever the technique I have taught you. So let's come our similar program that we have already seen the last time. This is what our last time we have seen. So let's just modify here and move ahead. So outer loop will run. We have seen that 2n minus 1. Okay. We don't need to do anything. And not like this. I have to put 2n minus 1. Okay. I plus plus. Now, here, okay, here I have to give very important thing. Okay. I have to give how many stars I need. So, can I put here simple int stars is equal to, first case, it is I plus 1. When it is I plus 1, let me delete all this. If I can say, if I is like, if normally it is going to be star is I plus 1. I don't need to care. Now, as and when it touches I greater than equal to n, immediately I can put my stars is equal to 2 into star, that is n minus 1 minus I. The same thing which we have done it here. Let's do it. So normal case, I will iterate through my loop. First row it will go. In the first row, my star is going to be I plus 1. Okay. My star is going to be I plus 1, and that I have given, that we have already seen here. The problem is only when I cross I greater than equal to n. So for that, I have already made a condition that this is going to be like that. Right? Okay. So this is what my one of the part is going to cover for. Now, there is one more part where we need to cover. Okay. We need to print stars now. It is good that we have got everything. We have taken what is the stars. Normally stars is this, normally star is this. Okay. So now I have to go ahead and print it for int j is equal to 0. J is less than stars, and imagine j plus plus. So here I can go ahead and just copy paste this system.out.print, and I'm not give print enough. So here I can just give star. Okay. So now stars is fine. Yeah. So stars is I plus 1. Okay. So then it will iterate to inner column. It will iterate through whenever star is equal to I plus 1. That is, if my row is 0, it will have one column. Okay. And it will print star in that. Come to the next row. Come to the next row. In this case, I is equal to 1. Fine. That's very good. Now here I have to print two things. That is two column. So print two column. First star here, then start here. Okay. Then similarly, it will come here, come here, come here. Immediately, when it comes to I greater than n, start will become 2n minus 1 minus n. And it will print column according to that. So we have made it like a cakewalk case. Let us see whether it is working fine or not. And let us run as yes. Are we getting it perfectly or not? Without any doubt, we are getting it as perfect as we could. How much line of problem we have solved? In 3 to 4 lines, we have solved it. That's it. Okay. So trust me, guys. Again, I will reiterate one of the best problem and the best way to solve it. Okay. Fine. Let's move on to the next problem and our last problem, which is very much famous. Generally, you will see. So let me draw this particular pattern. So again, I will put n is equal to 5. And in this case, let me put as star. Okay. And oh, my bad. Let me come here. Star. Let me give some space, 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 space. And let me give one more star. Let me give one more star. Let me give one more star. Till now, you would have understood what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to print a hollow square. Let me give here. Okay. So now I'm going to print a hollow square. Okay. Looks difficult. The easiest task to do it. Okay. No pattern, nothing you have to follow. Simple basic for loop you need to do it. Let's go ahead and try that. So in this case, I will do the same thing. Whatever we have done till now. Number of times outer loop runs is equal to number of rows in the pattern. So in this case, number of rows is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in this case, I can run I equal to 0 and I will be running till less than n at I plus plus. I don't need all these things. Okay. Now my outer loop is done. Inner loop, we have to think of. So j equal to 0 and column is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So every row has same column. This becomes very easy for us. You can see every here also first row has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Second row also has 1, 2, 3, 4. Definitely it is star and space. That is a different thing. But you have columns available. You have something available here. So column also I need to run simple way up till my row. Okay, the same and I have to run it and let's give a j plus plus. And let me declare it. Right. No variable declaration I will get. Okay. Now put it here. Okay. Now simple concept you have to do it. Where you need to print star? We need to print star whenever I equal to 0. Okay. Whenever I equal to 0, all stars are printed and I is equal to n minus 1. Okay. In first row, you have all the stars. In last row, you have all the stars. So I really don't need to bother. I can just give a simple condition. If I is equal to 0. Okay. Or I can say if I is equal to n minus 1. Okay. This is fine. So first row and last row will get printed. Similarly, first column and last column also is going to have the entire element. Rest everywhere it's going to be normal space only. I don't need to care other places. So here also I can put simple basic terminology that if j equal to 0, j equal to n minus 1. Other than that, I don't need to do anything. First column and last column, first row and last row, you have the elements available. Rest every place you are going to have space available. So this I can do it. Come down here and I can just copy paste this. Okay. In this case, I will just put star and I can give in space. So one extra space will come and else every place I want you guys or I want us to print only space. Okay. I want you to print only space and extra space because with space also one space will be there. because space itself is a space. And that's it. We are done. Let's see what we are getting. I'll save it. What mistake I have done? My bad. Okay, let us see. Okay, everywhere I have given ln. This is another mistake. I need to be printed in the same one. So that is one thing. Now I think it is perfectly correct. And we should get it. And we are getting a perfect square. We are getting a perfect square that we have done it. You can just go ahead and copy paste this particular logic. And we can see that we have easily solved all the problems. Now, Telegram group is available in the comment in the section. Everybody will get it. I will give you some problems to solve it out. Okay, as an assignment, as your practice plan. Okay, fine. I hope you are comfortable with pattern based problems. And once you practice it a little bit, I'll give you 5 to 7 very interesting problems. Solve it out in the same way how I have done it. If you solve it out, take a pen and paper in the starting phase. Okay, there's always a simple pattern. Take a pen and paper, solve it. First, find what is I, find what is J, and put it in the pattern. That's it. You don't need to do anything else. Now, we will see some important light-hearted concept, that is your while loop and break and continue, that we have seen, that we will discuss it. Okay. So simple. Let's print a simple while loop. We'll see what a while loop is. So while loop is also nothing but like a for loop only. Only thing is, in while loop, you have to initialize first. Okay. Then condition will be available, and your increment or decrement, whatever you, okay, or your change in the variable, everything will be done inside the loop. Okay. So without wasting any time, I'll just copy paste this and come here. I don't need all these things now. Fine. So here I can just open in I is equal to 1, while I is less than equal to 10. See, first I have initialized it, then I am checking the condition. And then once I go inside this, I can just let me put something system.out.println. Okay. And then I will give increment. So if you see, it's exactly same. Initialization. Everything happens in the same line. Here, what we do, we first initialize. Then we check the condition. Only if the condition is true, you will be allowed to go inside. And once you are going inside the body, that is allowed to go inside the body, you will do an increment or decrement, initialization, changing, whatever you want, you can do it in this particular case. Now, important thing to understand here is that why, if there is a for loop available, why do the hell do I need another while loop? The simple thing is they have given you another way to express this so that it looks readable, meaningful. Okay. So for loop means, okay, you are running something from here to here. But while loop means, okay, while means still this while. You tell, right, in a proper while we communicate, okay, while I am going to do this, can you do this particular task? So while this is happening, please do this. So it's a way of communicating. That is one of the important point. That is why they have given you one extra option, like similar to like for loop. It's more of a readability purpose. Second important purpose is what people generally say is that for loop, you know where you need to go. While loop, you don't know many times where you need to go. Best example is if you might have read file input stream or reading a text file or doing it, you generally write it while at the end of the file, while the file is ending, or while any text file, you can take it out as any text file. This file, if you are, so imagine this is a file. So while the file is ending, till you do that particular task. So in that case, you don't know where your endpoint is. You don't know when the file will end. File can end in 100 line also, 200 line also, 500 line also. So in that case, while becomes a little bit useful. Okay. Now, later on, I will also show you in a practically why infinite loop is so much important. Imagine you are booking a cab. You might have done this. Okay. You might have done this. You might have booked a cab. So you have booked a cab in like today my flight is 10 o'clock. Okay. Today my flight is at 10 p.m. tonight. Okay. So I have to go to air. So you will call the cab department and you will say, hey, can you come around 9 o'clock? Can you come around 9 p.m.? If you come around 9 p.m., we can easily reach and we can do it. So what will happen in this case? In this case, there will be definitely a while loop running or any kind of loop which is going to be infinitely while loop will be running so that it keeps on checking in some time interval where you can do like this. Select star from jobs where start time is less than equal to now and status is equal to pending. Something like this you can type here and you can keep this inside of while loop and you can keep it running. You can keep it running. You can keep it like an infinite loop. So that as and when this happens, a message gets triggered and the driver is on the same place. These are some kind of important things about the infinite loop. We'll see later on important concepts regarding that. Okay. Now we will see a couple of important things. That is, let me go ahead and better thing is to take the best example is have a multiplication table. Okay, we'll see they can continue using that. So let me keep it as scanner sc is equal to new scanner system dot in. Okay, and I can put here system dot out dot println, enter the number in or enter your number. Okay, now I can use int n is equal to sc dot next int and let's take it. So now let's take a loop for int I is equal to 1. Just a simple multiplication table I am going to print it up. I is suppose less than equal to 10. Can you print right? 2 into 1, 2 into 2, 2 into 3. In childhood we might have read it. So let me put here out and let me put here and plus and so that it looks a little bit cooler. Let me give here my logic that is n into I. That's it. Okay. Now if I run it, enter your number. Let me give us 5. So you'll get 5 into 1, 5 to the 10, 5 to the 15, and you'll get 5 till 9. Okay. You can put here if you want till 10, less than equal to 10, and you will get it here. This is a simple multiplication table, and you do it. Now, in this multiplication table, okay, suppose I put a small condition. Okay, I put a small condition. The condition is simple that if whenever the value of I is 6, whenever you come to the sixth multiple, I want you to put continue. So what this continue is doing in a very simple line, I can tell you, it will be last statement of current iteration, or you can easily say that it will skip the current iteration. Okay. Either way, you can tell it. Let us see what is our output. Same thing we will give. We'll save it. So let us give 5. You can see that 5 into 5, but 5 into 7. So what has happened in this particular iteration? After this line, it will skip everything. Okay, it will come to this particular point and it will go to the next iteration. That is why it will tell that it will skip the entire other body. Okay, so it is always said that last statement of the current iteration. So 6, you can see that it has skipped and it has moved to the next one. So it is used whenever you want to skip that particular iteration. That is what the important point here is. Now, what we can do here is, this becomes a little bit clumsy. Let me take you to Java compiler and let me do it here. Let's solve a simple problem here, which will give you complete clarity. You tell, because later on I am going to use all this in my program. There will be program where I'm going to use all this. Now I can copy this and copy all this. I don't need all these things. Okay, scanner is there. Let me take some simple one. Okay, I plus plus. So here I can give as so system.out.println. I have that. Here I can give that. Hello plus sign. Okay, and I can give that if I equal to 2, that is continue, and I can put here now you have to tell me what will be the output of this. Okay, suppose I'll give any number. Okay, so what output you will get? Okay, what ideally should happen here? Fine. So what ideally will happen here? Let me run it. If everything is correct or not. Cannot find symbol. I've given everything right. For int I equal to 1. Oh, small problem. Okay. Now in this case, example, if I give the number as 4. Okay. If I give the number as 4. So what will happen here? It will come here. Okay. I will print this. Right. First iteration, it will print. It will print hello and I is 1. So it will print hello I. Okay. It will print hello and I is 1. So it will print hello I. Then it will come here. If I equal to 2. No, I is equal to 1 currently. So it will not go to this step. It will continue to this step. So then it will print me by 1. Then it will go again. It will increment I plus plus. Then go here. Installation has happened. So it will go here. So 2 is less than equal to 3. Yes, perfect. 2 is less than equal to 3. So it will come here. Then it will print here. Next time, it will print here as hello 2. Fine. It will print here as hello 2. It will come here. I is equal to 2. Yes. I is equal to 2 right now because it has incremented. First I was 1. Fine. So it will skip whatever is available here and it will come to the next iteration. Now I is equal to 3. So I equal to 3 means it will come here. Yes, I is less than equal to 3. So hello 3. And then it will come here. I is equal to 3. No, I is not equal to 3. So in this case, it will come here. It will print by 3. So what it will do? It will skip by 2. Let us see with this particular iteration. Hello 1 by 1. You can see hello 2 and by 2 has been skipped, my dear friends. Okay. So this is what you can do it with, or you can understand how continue works out. Fine. Now I have C++ also. So let me show you with basic with the C++ also. So int I is equal to 1 and I can put here while I is less than equal to 3 and I can put here as cout. People who are like comfortable with this C++, and the line, there's nothing in the syntax and all. Okay. After this ChatGPT and all has come, language has lost its charm. It doesn't matter what language you use. You need to understand the logic. And let me give something as CU. Let me give as I is there. Let me end the line. I is equal to I plus 1. Okay. Return the register. I hope I have given every place what should be given. Okay. Now in this case, what do you think? Let me first see at least it is running or not. Oh, I didn't give. Yeah. So I have given you the catch actually. Why there is an infinite loop running? Yes, you need to understand here. Okay, you need to understand. Int I equal to 1. I have declared. So the value of, let me put I is equal to 1. Okay. So in this case, I am getting while I is equal to 3. Yes, 1 is 1 is definitely less than 3. So I can move here and it will print me what? AI. So it will print me A1. It will print me A1. If I equal to 2, no, no, I is not equal to 2. I is equal to 1. We have seen just now. So it will not come inside. It will not execute continue. It will come out here and it will print you this one. CU1. Okay. And then it will increment I. So now I will become 2. So it will come here. Is 2 less than 3? Yes, 2 is less than 3. So I'll go inside the body. Then I will go and print A2. That is what we have seen. A2 has got printed. Fine. After this, I is 2. And yes, it is matching now. Yes, I is equal to 2. So continue will execute. So continue means it will skip the entire thing and will not execute anything here. It will not execute anything here. That's the catch here. In while loop, if you use continue, it will not even iterate or it will not come to this step. It will not come to this step means it will not execute this guy. So I will never get incremented. Again, I is 2. Again, less than 3. Again, hey 2. Again, hey 2. And you will be stuck in an infinite loop. That is what you have. So that is one of the beauty of this particular guy. Okay, fine. Let us immediately see of the break and then we can wrap it up for today. So next class will be about time complexity. So let's go ahead, enter your number in. This is fine. I'll just give some number. Okay. For int I is equal to 0, I have given. So again, multiplication table we'll see for break also. So if n star I equal to, suppose I have given any number 42, then what you will do? You can put as break. Okay. And then let it come here. And then I have a system.out.println. Let me give this println and let me give as, I already have used this somewhere, right? Yeah, let me use this. Why do I need to type all these things? We are very good in copy pasting, right? So I'm able to copy paste it. Fine. So in this case, what will happen? Yes, you will give the input, some number you will give, and it will print a multiplication table. What will happen is, if any number you give, example you give, this is my. Okay. So any number you give, suppose you give 5. So 5 into I, suppose 5 into 1, 5 into 2, 5 into 3, 5 into 4, 5 into 5. Anytime if it comes 42, it will break this particular loop. It will break the immediate loop that it is running right now. Example, suppose I am giving 5. So 5, it has executed anything, right? No. It has done all because nowhere you are going to get 42. Now, there's no chance that 5 into I will give you 42. Let us run something which will give us. So if I give here 6, 6 into 7 is equal to 42, it will break the loop and it will only print till 6 into 6 is equal to 36. And it will break from this current loop and come out of this here. So this loop is been broken. This area will be cut out and you will directly come to this line. So whatever is available in this line will get printed. So this is the concept of break, my dear friends. So it only terminates the exact or the immediate loop that it is. If it is two inner loop available, imagine one extra for loop is there. So it will terminate this for loop and come in this particular. Okay. So imagine it will terminate this bracket, this body and come out. So that's the concept that we have learned today. We have learned two very interesting problems and we have solved it in the most easiest way. Okay. The comfortable way that we have done. You can solve it in your own way also and see what kind of difficulty you are facing. Join the Telegram group. I will share you some kind of assignments there also. Okay. So next class will be time complexity and tomorrow again I will upload some of the videos. So keep updated. Okay. Keep subscribing and please join the Telegram group. You will get a lot of information. I'm also going to start parallelly Azure and GCP with DevOps and all. Okay. So you're going to get a lot of important stuff from here. Thank you everybody. Take care.